And like salt in an open wound, Denise, temperatures may be warmer than they were in January, but yet again, we are dealing with snow and ice. Looking live outside from the First Alert Weather Observatory, a fresh coating of white across the city of Baltimore with still a few flakes flying across parts of the city. But want to bring you to the statewide picture here because we're kind of between rounds of winter weather. The first almost all snow, and I'm going to turn radar on. You get an idea. It's mainly our southern neighbors now and southern neighborhoods that are seeing more of the snow. Done in Baltimore for the most part. Done with round one in Westminster. Even Aberdeen were done. But you get down to Easton and Cambridge, some of the areas that were hardest hit by last weekend's nor'easter, seeing yet another round of snow starting to enter their forecast. Really, it did earlier this afternoon, and it is still snowing there. Now, this is a different feature we're going to put on the map. A look at current alerts. In purple, winter weather advisory does not include the city of Baltimore, does not include Annapolis, but you get over to Westminster, northern Baltimore County. You're driving, westbound on 70. Maybe you work in Baltimore, but you live in Hagerstown. Winter weather advisory because central and western portions of the area, generally west and north of I-95, most at risk for significant icing and a little bit more snow in the forecast late tonight on into tomorrow morning. Again, we're going to go ahead and dive into that forecast hour by hour. This is forecast radar, not what's actually following, but what is forecast to fall over the next several hours. And it has a decent handle on where snow is right now. I would say, if anything, computers are struggling with the exact temperature profile of the atmosphere. The temperature up in the clouds, temperature down where you and I are. So it may be a little bit overzealous with the rain versus sleet and freezing rain. For example, this is saying snow northern Baltimore County, mix over the city, rain in Anne Arundel County at 4 a.m. I would be a little cautious with this. I think some of this ice could be a little farther south early in the morning before eventually the warm air wins out and snow and sleet and freezing rain will switch over to just a plain old rain as temperatures warm above freezing and that risk of ice ends. I would say the risk of slick travel will really start to wind down 9 to 10 o'clock in the morning, even for northern Baltimore County. Before then, though, temperatures cold, upper 20s and lower 30s around the metro. That's about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, and that is when the risk of slick travel is going to be greatest. 6 a.m. before sunrise, 7 a.m. right around sunrise, and gradual improvement 8 to 9 a.m. and then 10 a.m. a low morning commute impact. So I would not be surprised if there were some delays in the mornings, especially as this additional round of wintry mess, we'll call it, moves into the forecast. But it's not an all-day thing. We're back in the upper 30s before lunchtime, 40s thereafter. Kind of a yucky day, but no risk of slick spots in the afternoon with a temperature of 44 Baltimore, 39 Bel Air, 41 in Elkton, widespread mid, even upper 40s on the eastern shore. Across the bay, mid 40s. If you work in D.C., they too will be seeing improving conditions in the afternoon. We're back to 56 on Wednesday, 65 on Thursday. So as nasty as it is outside right now, improvement in that First Alert 7-day forecast. 64 Saturday, 72 Sunday. Showers around each and every day. But Denise, much warmer weather is ahead. 70s heading into early next week.
Wow, that looks good. Thank you, Cutter. Rick